Hello people, it's so good to be here. Thank you so much for always tuning in. You guys are awesome and I appreciate you. And of course, you know how we do it right here. If you are just been here for the first time, please ensure you subscribe. And also, this is Saffron Media and we give you trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings in Nigeria and beyond. And of course, we make it happen right here. So guys, herdsmen invade farms in Ondo, chase away farmers as Amotekun seizes 42 cows. Well, it's becoming unbecoming of the herdsmen in Nigeria because they are actually destroying people, destroying families, destroying communities. And I wonder up till this moment why no action has been taken against them, but rather they left it for individuals to attend to this thing, which is poor of a country to really do. Well, I'll bring the details of this to you really shortly, but before then, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button immediately and also turn on the notification bell, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay guys, let us dive right into the details of this report without much ado, as it says that herdsmen invade farms in Ondo, chase away farmers as Amotekun seizes 42 cows. The herdsmen, upon seeing the security agencies, immediately launched an attack but were overpowered and took to their heels. Heavily armed Fulani herdsmen chased away some local farmers in Alagbaka extension area of Ondo State after destroying their farmlands. Adetunji Adeleye, commander of the Ondo State Security Network Agency, codenamed Amotekun Corps, disclosed in an interview on Tuesday. Adeleye revealed that over 8 separate farmlands with crops such as maize and cassava were destroyed. Adeleye revealed that over 8 separate farmlands with crops such as maize and cassava were destroyed by the Fulani herdsmen. On seeing the owners of the affected farmlands, the heavily armed herdsmen attempted to kill them, but the farmers ran for their dear lives, he said. The Amotekun Corps got wind of the incident following the reports made by the helpless farmers. He noted that the crops, in a joint security network with the agro rangers of the NSCDC, immediately swung into action by visiting the area. Adeleye added that the herdsmen, upon seeing the security agencies, immediately launched an attack but were overpowered and took to their heels. He however disclosed that no fewer than 42 cows belonging to the herdsmen were later seized by the corps. While decrying the level of destruction to the farmlands, Adeleye vowed that the herdsmen would be made to pay for the crops destroyed and subsequently face prosecution. One of the farmers, Olawale Aluko, lamented how the armed headmen had been destroying their crops. Aluko called for help to stop the incessant attack and harassment. This is really getting too much in Nigeria because right now every land looks like it now belongs to the Fulani herdsmen, because they just invade anyone's property without permission. They just walk in and walk out of any area. You'll be surprised that even in Nigeria these days, places that are even called GRA, you see herdsmen taking their cows around and eating grass from such areas, and nobody could actually intercept them because everyone is so scared of them because of the heavy arms that they always carry around. They do what they like without courtesy, nobody to talk to them, and they have decided to go to Ondo, very close to the town in Akure. Alagbaka is in Akure. That is the state capital of the state, where they went to harass farmers and took their crops, took what belongs to them. If they were not careful, they would have also killed them. But when the farmers saw them, they had to take to their heels because they know that their life is at stake once herdsmen are around. And herdsmen also brought in their cows. A farm that people have put millions of naira to ensure that something good comes out of it at the end of the year. You took in cows into the place and allow your cow to start eating their maize and even their cassava. That is very bad of any country to allow such things to happen. And these herdsmen keep doing what they like. This is bad for the country. And when people try to talk about this, they are attacked from different angles, that herdsmen or Fulani herdsmen are part of Nigeria. And the last time they said that every land in Nigeria belongs to them. And there was nobody that could attack that very report that came out. They said they own every land. So for every state, every city, they have their own portion. But really, they don't even use the part that is given to them. They go everywhere. They take their cars. They ride their cars anywhere they want. In the city where cars are moving, you see cows moving with cars. That cars had to park. People have to park their cars for cows to, cross the road, which is very bad. I believe Nigeria should have grown past this level of allowing cars to move in the cities. In urban cities, you see cows moving about, you see if herdsmen rearing, and nobody could talk. Nobody can challenge them. It seems they are unchallengeable. Nobody seems to be able to challenge these herdsmen. They go to people's houses. Even these days now, they go to people's houses. Once you try to challenge them, they can even go to the house and rape the woman of the house and even the children and destroy the farmland just for revenge that the person talked back at them. These things are bad. We've not even heard any arrest of herdsmen being arrested. Why should it be so? Why would they continue to allow herdsmen to harass citizens of Nigeria, allow people that are hustling and trying to make a living from farming, frustrating their efforts? All the time you see people trying to make ends meet through farming. And in Nigeria they have little farming. They do more of systematic farming where they don't even have much. And you see from the little that they sell from those things, that is what they feed their family with. And herdsmen will still invade those farms and take away, the little things that these people have been able to put together. So this is the time that Nigeria has to wake up and do something about these herdsmen, because it seems that things are getting worse by the day. In the cities, you see cows moving. You go to the rural areas, the same thing is happening. Lives are being destroyed. Properties are being destroyed. Farmlands are also being destroyed, all in the name of herdsmen. And when you ask them, they will tell you they have a good a report to give that they were intercepted or they were challenged by the citizens or by the residents of that area. And they could not hold back, that they had to fight back. And at the end of the day, they are not even being arrested. It's just later settled. That is why I like what Wike did to them. He took their cows and even took their cars and put them on auction and told anyone, if you want to buy a cow, come and buy. But and since then, you can hardly, in states where they have fought against Fulani herdsmen, you would see that there is every likelihood that herdsmen do not even move in the towns. They just give them a little portion to stay, a little part of the state to stay, and they should remain there. Cows should not be in town. They should be taken down into the suburb, into the bush to eat grasses and even rear them right there. But in Nigeria, it is not so. It is cows and humans that live in the cities, which is bad, which is even degrading of any nation. But it seems Nigerians are not seeing it that way, or Nigeria is not seeing it that way. So right now, they should really look into these things and ensure that Nigerians are safe from these herdsmen, because what is coming forth is more than what would meet the eyes. Because if communities begin to put themselves together and decide to fight, it's going to be serious. And now that Amotekun is in the southwest, they are also trying to ensure that there's peace for the people in the communities, and trying to ensure that people live well. And if Amotekun were not to be there, that is how some of those farmers would have lost their lives while these herdsmen attacked them. But because Amotekun came, they could not withstand what Amotekun brought, and they ran away. Ordinarily, they would have fought back, but perhaps Amotekun had more sophisticated equipment that they could not withstand. That was how they flew and ran away and left their cows. But on a normal day, if Amotekun were just little, community policing that had very few equipment to fight with, that is how they would have killed some of those guys while they were trying to stop them from harassing farmers. So guys, I believe enough is enough, and people should begin to speak up about these herdsmen, these Fulani herdsmen. And I believe there should be a law by now that cows should not be moving in the streets. Cows should not even be seen in the major streets in Nigeria. They should be left in their ranch. They should take care of them in their ranch, deep down inside, in a bush or somewhere that they can eat grasses and also drink water and live well. not with people in the cities where cars will have to park and all of that. So I think that has to stop, and that law should really take effect honestly. So you've heard it all, guys. Please endeavor you drop your comments and tell us what you think about this herdsmen unbecoming attitude. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and also give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for staying tuned. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.